try to break me down, destroy me piece by piece. But I have made a vow I won't live the life you made me choose. We're players in a game that I don't intend to lose.
Hello, Music City Spotlight. I'm hanging out with Beth Crowley.
Hello.
YouTube sensation, apparently.
That's very generous. Thank you.
You do have millions of views.
I mean, I like to joke that I have tens of subscribers.
You have like almost 30,000 subscribers.
I'm like super close to 25,000, which is
really?
like a nice, pretty number. So.
It is a pretty number.
I know.
But, I mean, either way, regardless.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, I'm
impressive.
very fortunate.
How'd you do it? How'd you get so many?
Luck.
Also, apart from being good at what you do, but you said you write songs based off
do.
books.
Yeah. So it's kind of this like niche that I found a couple years ago where, I'd had my YouTube channel for a little bit, and then I decided to like put this song out that I had written based on a book. And when you put something on the internet, you're just hope that people don't like completely hate it, because the internet's the great test of like if you're any good or not, because people can just bash you completely anonymously. So
you mean online bullying?
yeah, it's a thing. So I ended up being very fortunate that the fans of the books really enjoyed it. And
Hey, what book has the most listens? I mean, what song?
it's called Warrior, which I'm gonna play, I figured, at the end. And
Okay.
it's the one that started it all and has kind of been the like capstone of what I've
Of what you've been doing?
yeah. And I I've gotten to know the author. It's a book series called The Mortal Instruments, and it's a really big book series in the YA world. And
Play us a song. Let's hear one.
all right.
See what
Do we want to
what
start
you're
with
doing
that
here.
one, or
Ooh,
I'm gonna
what are you
do a
playing on?
I'm gonna do a non-based, non-book
Non-book-based?
song.
Cool, whatever.
Yeah. So this one's called "Make Me Yours."
Okay.
And I like to kind of have a like scenario in my head when I'm writing songs. So usually there's like some kind of visual that's playing out.
Well, yeah.
So with this one, my idea behind it was this girl that, she and this guy have been like on and off and
Banging?
on and off, and yeah, I mean, but like never in a relationship.
Just banging.
Yeah,
Stuff gets
just
steamy.
just some like sex stuff, and and so this is like kind of how I imagined if she like
Sounds-
finally said like I'm gonna do this, like I'm gonna get him, and so this is kind of like her like pep talk to herself. So this one's called "Make Me Yours."
It's very contemporary of you.
Yes, thank you. Don't say a word or I am going to lose my nerve. I guess your silence might be more than I deserve. We've always had excuses for why we couldn't make it work. But I have to stop pretending that being without you doesn't hurt. This push and pull. Aren't you tired of running, making me feel like I'm the fool? This back and forth is stopping tonight, 'cause I'm standing here telling you, make me yours. Whoa. I've said too much, but I have got to get this out. Don't blame the timing, 'cause the only time is now. And if we're done, we'll go our separate ways and say goodbye. But I think we'll both have our regrets if we do not give this a try. This push and
Nice.
Thanks. Thank you.
How come all the Beths I meet are really cool?
I mean, it's just a burden that you have to bear when you have such a fantastic name.
Dude, really. I like the. You know what I really liked? Because I'm watching your hands. Well, not because I'm watching. Well, I'm watching your hands, but I'm also hearing. I'm a songwriter, so I listen to the way you're shaping things, and I don't know what part it is, but you start playing they're like triplets, but like in quarters.
Yeah.
So you go da 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 da, and then you go da 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 da. Those, and then you do the ba ba ba, which is basically like, you know,
Yeah.
It's like an extension. It's still a triplet, but it's like a longer.
Yeah, so I like with this one, I think, and you probably know this if you are a songwriter, that sometimes you kind of get into a comfortable pocket and you realize like a lot of the stuff I'm doing is kind of starting to like be the same tempo and the same kind of chord progression. So I had kind of gotten to that point and I decided like I want to do something that's just rhythmically like all over the place. So I decided to put a lot of like syncopation and like
Well, that's
weird stuff
I
in
love
there.
that about that song.
Thanks.
But I love like what I was saying, the extension, like where you're not necessarily just all over the place. There's a theme to it.
Thank you.
You know, I thought it was
Yeah, it was
worked well.
funny because like this is one of the songs. I have an album, Porcelain Heart. It's the first like full length project I did, and when I took this into the studio,
What's the album's name?
Porcelain Heart.
Porcelain Heart.
Porcelain
And
Heart.
where do you have it up?
Everywhere. I've got physical CDs, BethCrowley.com, and it's on iTunes. And all the
BethCrowley.com.
Yes.
iTunes.
Spotify.
Porcelain Heart.
Porcelain Heart. But yeah, it was funny when I brought Make Me Yours into the studio. The guy that was my producer is also a drummer, and so he played the drums on it, and it's cool. Like he did a lot of really awesome
He
stuff.
had you like glue it together a little better.
Yeah, well, no, I mean yeah, but he was just like he's like, oh, you made this really hard for me, and I was like, wow.
No way. A drummer?
I mean, he just went really hard at it, which is great. So
Yeah. Cool.
yeah.
So you've been here for 3 years in Nashville.
Yep. Moved up here. I was went to school in Athens, Georgia, and then moved to South Georgia for a couple years, and then wanted to be in a bigger city, and it was kind of this or Atlanta, so...
Ooh, you picked the right spot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really good at doing, like, something different, but not, like, extreme, so I'm like, I'm gonna move, but it's gonna be, like, one state away.
It's gonna be very similar to what I know.
Yeah, exactly. So, like,
I'm good at moving. Like, I'm good at big changes.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah, I'm not a big change person.
Really?
Yeah.
Like literally my hobbies, except for music. Other than music, but even that, like I like all sorts of music.
Yeah.
But my hobbies will change. One day I'll want to be, I don't know. I want to spend all day doing yoga. Then another day I want to chop some firewood.
That's the only way to live, man.
And then one day I want to live in Tennessee. And then one day I want to live in somewhere else. Washington.
I think I'm like having my early life crisis because I'm 27 now, which is fascinating for the fact that like most of the people that listen to my stuff are a good 10 years younger than
They're
me.
going to love this. I'm actually, well, you were saying that you got a lot of criticism, or you get a lot of criticism about the quality of the sound on your YouTube. How do you record it?
I have a camcorder and I just go. Cause like,
it's just on a camcorder?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude, your songs are too good for that.
I mean, so I like professionally record them, and I'll put my professional recordings.
Sure,
I do like
but
lyric
that's not
videos.
where you're getting all your fan base.
I know.
You gotta. You are lucky because you already found your target audience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So give them what they want.
Yeah.
You know, feed them.
Yeah. It's funny that like. It generally tends to be the more like music-y people that are like leaving comments saying like, oh, I think if you like had this combination of equipment.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
The people that like
you
listen,
don't
like
even.
they're just.
But
yeah.
But knowing that they're there, I think the other people that are less significant are right.
Yeah, probably.
Like just look, all you need.
Oh,
you said you have Pro Tools, right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. You need 2 of those cables to get your well, let's tell everybody what we're playing on. We're playing on an upright Yamaha.
Yes, I get to play on a real piano. It's
which is better.
awesome.
I'm so happy that happened. But you brought your keyboard, and then we didn't have the right cables because you don't have a 1/4-inch output. Yours was an 1/8 inch output. So all you need are those 2 1/8 to 1/4-inch outputs, a little interface that you could get for $50, $60. And you said you already have Pro Tools?
I do. It's like a really basic.
So do you have Mbox? An Mbox?
No.
So you need to get an Mbox. So it'll be like $100 for an Mbox, and then you have a couple mic stands?
I do, yeah.
So, and do you have a couple microphones?
Mm-hmm.
You just need one, actually.
Yeah.
You need one microphone, an Mbox, and those 2 cables. That's it. And maybe some headphones.
I just need to get somebody to like come and set me up.
I can help you.
It's
I'll
really
help you.
important for me with my YouTube videos
If
to
you're
like
willing to
show that it's me playing live all the way through a song.
Yeah. Are you willing to spend $200? Like no more?
No.
Save up. Save up. Seriously,
Yeah,
save up, and I'll help you in a month, and I'll go and I'll show you how to set everything up, and then.
I'm holding you to this.
Yeah, no, I'll do it.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I love anything that's music. I love supporting musicians. I love them supporting me. Like, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Because
thank
you didn't have to.
me.
This isn't this podcast is not a big deal. You know what I mean?
But you never know. It could be a big deal.
I hope it becomes a big deal.
You just never know.
But well, I was talking about this with Attaboy. This is an Indian guy that was up on the other day or a couple weeks ago about how it's all about supporting each other. Like, that's the best way to get ahead.
Yeah.
Is for all of us to support each other.
Yeah, totally.
So save up a couple $100 in a couple months or whatever it is. I'll go over and I'll show you exactly how to do everything. I'll save you a little template. So all you have to do is double click on a template. It'll pop up exactly like last time.
Will it do video too?
No.
Oh, that's what I need.
Pro Tools will do video. So are you getting the video from your camcorder onto your computer already?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's just 2 things. All you have to do is you set the camera, and then once you grab that little video, you can import it into a Pro Tools session.
Okay.
And then you delete the audio from your camcorder, and then you just sync it.
Okay.
It'll probably take like an extra hour of work.
Oh
From setup to putting it together.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it'll be consistent. Like, you'll have a template, and it honestly, like, your stuff should improve drastically.
I like to improve.
Because like right now your videos are getting what, like millions of views, right? Like 1 million views.
I mean,
what about
I
like
have a couple that have over 1 million.
So what about like what's the average?
Average, it depends. So it's interesting. I found that people really like lyric videos. I guess the great thing about the internet
because you're telling you're. Well, I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say because so many people when you do this on the internet are from all different places, and so
right?
like English isn't necessarily their first language, so it's very helpful to them to have the lyrics like on the screen so they can kind of follow.
Well, even
it.
just people that speak English, like because songs are something that you sing.
Yeah.
People are listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So lyric videos generally tend to do the best.
Well, also your songs are super lyric oriented.
Yes.
They're really well written in general,
Thank you.
but
Thank you.
they're super lyric oriented.
Yeah, that's kind of my baby is the lyrics.
Your form is actually and your harmony is actually pretty fantastic. Like everything you sung was, in tune and all that.
Thank you.
So if that's your strong point, the lyrics, then you are on your way up.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Okay, play us another song.
All right.
Do you have a bunch? Do you have a bunch of songs?
I've got, I think, like 4 or 5
cool.
prepared.
How many songs do you think you've written?
How many songs have I written? Well, so I first started writing songs in high school and probably wrote a good 10 or 15, but most of them are like complete garbage.
Of course.
So, good, solid songs, I probably have like 25 or 30.
Nice.
But I'm just not somebody that churns them out really fast because I, am my own worst critic, and so I'm constant. Yeah. It doesn't get to be heard by anybody but me until it's perfect. So it usually takes a little bit longer. I know there's some people that are career songwriters that can just spit them out, and that's not how I operate.
Elton John. Have you ever seen him do that?
No.
Dude, he does it. He will literally spit them out. Oh I've seen him on Howard Stern. Do you like Howard Stern? Maybe not.
I will watch clips from Howard Stern.
You are very Southern.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's all a joke, by the way. It's all just a joke.
Yeah.
So Elton John comes on, he's like, oh yeah, write us a song, you know, on the spot, and he'll just start doing it.
Yeah.
And like I've seen him do it like at least 3 times, like on the spot while he's being interviewed, like not even warmed up at like 7 a.m, and he'll just boom, and
on the piano
on
too?
the piano, and it sounds it sounds like a hit already.
Oh my gosh.
In like 30 seconds.
Well, I've been like completely obsessed with Hamilton the musical over the last month or two.
I haven't seen it.
And the guy that wrote it, that stars in it, he is a rapper, and he's one like he can freestyle rap.
Yeah.
And they had him on Jimmy Fallon, and the game that they played was that it would be like 3 random words.
Isn't that so impressive?
Yes.
Rapping was already I love hip hop.
Yeah.
In general, but rapping was already an art form for what I would say. I think it started in like the late 70s, or in the 70s people were already doing that.
Yeah.
And it kind of turned into hip hop, but now like some of the people that are like masters at it, like Tupac and Eminem's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like people that can do it on the spot, or like you were saying, this gentleman here.
Gosh. Yes.
It's crazy. Who is it? What's his name?
His name is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
And you have to see him on
Jimmy Fallon.
Because what they did is they would have like random words come up. So it would be like.
And then they just. And their vocabularies must be grand because they're just on the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess their whole world is words.
Well, I just can't, like, to rhyme something that, you know, on this, I don't know. I would not.
And it makes sense.
I would choke.
And not only does it. Oh yeah, of course you would. I would. Like
I'm sure, like most people
we spend
would.
like 10 minutes on every word.
Yeah.
You know, and they just do it, and it's relatable. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like if you just rhyme stuff and it doesn't make any sense to anybody,
who
cares? But the reason why we care is because they say something that really hits you. It hits home, and sometimes they say it in a way that it sounds like it almost feels sometimes like they're not rapping.
Yeah.
It's like they're just talking.
Yeah, it's
really,
like it impresses me.
Like
I get really impressed by people that do things that I can't do.
Sure, like
dancing
good, right?
and rapping
makes
are
me
like
wanna,
the 2 big ones that I'm just
dancing and rap. Yeah, it makes me want to do more and be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, if I can't do that, I better get good at something else. Yeah. They're impressive. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy in particular, like, this is the 2nd hit musical he's written.
Yeah.
And he's like 36, and he like wrote the whole thing.
2nd hit musical, and he's a rapper.
Yeah. And he stars in the musical.
So
and
basically
wrote the
a musical
entire thing.
genius.
Yeah. And I'm just like, way to make me feel like I'm completely incompetent. But yeah, so
maybe he just doesn't waste time.
Yeah. I mean, he's just good at what he does.
Like the guys from South Park. You know, they produce a lot of content, and they have a hit musical.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like a hit cartoon, hit musical, like,
yeah, I
get out of here.
It's going to Nashville in like November.
Really?
Yeah. Book of Mormon. I want to go see it.
Let's go. Let's all go see it.
All right. There we go.
Listen to the song.
All right. So this one is based on a book series. It's based on the Hunger Games.
Okay, I know that one.
So yeah.
I know the movie. Sorry, not the book.
Well, that's all right.
But go on.
I mean, I'm judging you a little bit. Okay. So this is when the main guy, PETA, gets like hijacked by the Capitol, and they kind of brainwash him. So it's from Katniss's point of view, just being like really pissed.
Katniss is the main girl?
Yes.
Okay.
My greatest love is gone. He might as well have died. An imposter wears his face, one I barely recognize. And something burns inside of me, anger eats me alive. But lock us both up in a cage, I'm the one who will survive. So are you happy now? You got exactly what you wanted. You tried to break me down, destroy me piece by piece. But I have made a vow, I won't live the life you made me choose. We're players in a game that I don't intend to lose. took him far away. He sits right next to me, but he'll never be the same. You thief, you found my weakness and you went on the attack. But look over your shoulder, see my target on your back. So are you happy now? You got exactly what you wanted. You tried to break me down, destroy me piece by piece. But I have made a vow, I won't live the life you made me choose. We're players in a game that I don't intend to lose. Fight or flight, was the decision ever mine? It was never mine. So are you happy now? You got exactly what you wanted. You tried to break me down, destroy me piece by piece. But I have made a vow, I won't live the life you made me choose. We're players in a game that I don't intend to lose. We're players in a game that I don't intend to lose. Thanks.
Dude, you have to let me help you figure out your sound thing, because this is how they should be hearing you.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is, like, I set up the expectations pretty low, so it's like they get this, like...
Why is that nice?
No,
Settle down.
because they get, like, the piano vocal version, and then I go into the studio and, like, get all of this, like, awesome instrumentation in there, and so when I give it to them on iTunes, the idea is to be like, oh, like...
Yeah, but a lot of times they don't want it on iTunes. They want it on YouTube. If anything,
true.
I would argue that most of the time they want
That's
it
true.
on YouTube.
That's true. Then I do, that's why I do the lyric videos
This is
on YouTube,
the
too.
21st century. We're not paying for songs anymore.
I know.
So why not get some advertisements going?
That's
If you
true.
recorded
That's
it
true.
well, if you're already, like, I bet it could easily grow 5 times. So you're saying you got 25? Could be 100,000 if the quality was like this.
All right.
Yeah, I'm serious. And then put some advertisements on that and pay your bills.
All right, well, I'm going to
Pay your
task
bills
you to help me then, for sure.
No, for reals.
All
And then
right.
pay your bills and then do more songs.
You can come up to the suburbs.
Where are the suburbs?
I'm up like 20 minutes north of Nashville.
Obviously, we're keeping addresses and all that.
Yes.
On the reps.
Yes. I'm somewhere. Somewhere north
Somewhere
of
in
Nashville.
If you check every home, you'll find her. Oh man, that was cool.
Thanks.
How about? Well, tell me about, like, what about songs that aren't based off books?
Yeah, so the first one I played, Make Me Yours, is not based on a book.
I thought so.
And a lot of times it's like just pulling from...
I like the first one.
Thanks.
Because I like the lyrics.
Thanks.
It's super real.
Yeah, so I mean, it's funny where I have to challenge myself to like come up with interesting lyrics because, I mean, at this point I've been married for 5 years. Like nobody wants to hear the song of like I'm really happy and like we watched
you're not always
Bones for
happy.
4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, like
You could write
how
about any other
exciting.
little time, or you could write about memories, or
Yeah,
remember the time when you got in a
so-
big argument 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Whatever.
so I mean, a lot of it's like kind of pulling from past experiences or like just paying attention to like the world around me.
Yeah, it's
you
hard to
know?
find. You're right. Like, I remember I had way more stuff to write about like years ago.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, I think
Yeah.
you're just less. I don't know.
Well, people are less dramatic. And
You start getting less dramatic as you get older.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants me to write a song about like
your routine.
Yeah, like that's so boring. Like nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, about how you wake up and you make toast every day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
unless you write it like Jewel.
That's true.
What is that? She has a song.
6 a.m. I feel so far from... Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what See, I love Jewel.
Oh, yeah.
I saw her once here.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going to say where. Because it may or may not have been at work.
Oh.
But I saw her once.
Oh. I thought you meant you, like, saw her play.
No. Like, saw her as a person in life, and I gave her the googly eyes.
Yeah. I mean, she's like that quintessential 90s.
No, she was very momish, when I saw her.
Yeah.
She had her kid with her. She had like like jeans and a shirt.
Celebrities. They're people just like us.
Well, she's always seemed very like a person.
Yeah.
Hasn't she?
Yeah.
She never said anything outlandish or anything.
No, she's like no scandals that I know of, so good for her.
Other than that, like being a little homeless for a sec.
She was homeless?
You didn't know that? Yeah.
No.
Lived in her car.
Was this before she made it though?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah. Apparently, she like lived in Alaska as a kid, and then like she was living with her dad. Her mom ran off, and then she left home on her own when she was like 16, and yeah.
So the pain in her songs is real.
All
right. Yeah, I feel like that would be definitely a little more of a scandal if it was like after she got famous. Like
she's homeless for 2 years.
She's like 1 Grammys, but oops, like she's homeless now.
She spent $10 million on crack.
Yep. She wouldn't be the first.
No, she would not be the first.
No,
but
sadly,
she's great though.
Yeah.
I love Jewel.
Yeah, I actually saw the Smashing Pumpkins came through.
Oh yeah.
The other day, and I went and Liz Phair opened for them. I don't know if you remember.
Nope.
Yeah. So I think she...
Was her hit?
Well, she had some stuff in the 90s, but the one that she had in like 2003 was like, why can't I breathe whenever I think about you?
I knew that name.
It's inevitable. Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely know that.
Another just like kick-ass female songwriter. So there's not enough of them.
So you're living here in Nashville. You've been here 3 years.
Yep.
Has your music career progressed?
Yeah, I mean, it's like for me, it's more rewarding because it's been a slow progression. I think I wouldn't appreciate it as much as I do if it had just been like an overnight thing. Like I put out like one, cover or something, and like it went viral, and then it was just kind of handed. Like I feel like I've worked really hard for to get every subscriber and keep every subscriber.
How do you do
it?
How do you do it?
I mean,
talk to them, chat, message.
Oh yeah. So like one of the things that's super important to me is like people on Instagram will make these lyric edits. So it's like, pictures or like little videos that have my lyrics or my songs, and I save all of them and repost them.
That's cool. Where do people do that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
So you also have an Instagram?
I do.
What's on there? What do you put on Instagram? What does a musician put on Instagram?
Well, I kind of, it's just kind of like a hodgepodge of just my life. I mean, I'll put, pictures of my animals because they're adorable. And, I mean, I'll just put
I guess just
selfies.
Because people already know you and like you, they like seeing pictures of you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of an expectation now with like musicians and celebrities that like they want to know your your life and your personality and stuff. And
so you think that definitely helps?
I think so, yeah. Like, because people know my dog's name, and I think people just want like those personal things, and so like that's kind of my space.
You know what the Beatles used to do?
What the Beatles used to do?
Yeah, the Beatles. Do you like the Beatles?
Yes. Sorry.
What note was that?
I don't know. I think it might have been a C, a low C.
Find it. No. F. G. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That's
how much I love the Beatles.
Yes, G note.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That much.
They used to in the 60s. Well, when they were obviously that's when they were the Beatles, but in the early 60s. They were doing their fan base thing and their fan club, and there was Do you have Netflix? Oh yes, you do. You're telling me.
Yeah.
Right? Of course. Now you should have Netflix.
Yeah. How else do you binge watch just
Anything.
all the things?
And good things. All the good things.
Yes.
Well, anyways, there's this look this up. There's this documentary of the woman who ran their fan club. Mm-hmm. You know, like obviously was around them from time to time when they started getting yelled at by Brian Epstein. And they would make like these little booklets every month. And it was the fan club booklet, and they would all get in the mail. And they would tell you, like, it's like, oh, you know, John's doing this, and, you know, he got sick, and then that's why this happened, and all that. And they're talking about, it's really cool, because it's basically like what we're doing nowadays.
Yeah.
But they did it then.
I'm going to have to watch
radical.
That. Yeah. Well, I mean, people just, like, you're more real and more relatable when you actually, like, let people into your personal life.
And it was so hard to do it back then that they literally had to, like, someone literally physically got a thing and got a little collage of pictures, stuff that they did that month, and then the Beatles themselves would, you know, she would ask them to send in like a little comment on this or that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, can you imagine somebody like Kim Kardashian, like,
you know what else she would do?
Sending little
you know what else she would do? She would respond to almost all the letters.
Oh, that's cute.
And she was doing it like 10 years even after the job. She was still trying to finish. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, anyways, watch it. It was a great documentary.
Yeah, I will check it out.
Jeez, I wish I knew her name, but yeah, I'm sure if you Google like Beatles fan club.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally.
Whatever. Anyways.
It's probably a lot classier than some of the documentaries I've watched on Netflix.
Is it? Like what? What have you seen?
So for some reason I got on this kick of watching like brony documentaries, because there were like 2 or 3 on Netflix of like guys that are into My Little Ponies that I just found so completely fascinating.
I'm gonna watch that.
You really should. I mean, you really should. Like, it's like you know how there's like the weird side of YouTube? I think that's like the weird side of Netflix.
Dude,
yeah.
There's, you know, have you seen those funny like Facebook things now that's like, I have enough internet for me, but they're all like YouTube clips. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like where
it's like the one thing that's like too far.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
No, but
all right. Shut it down.
I haven't been able to find one that I saw like a long time ago, and I was literally watching it right before going to bed, and then I was like, they're right, and then I turned off my phone after I saw. I'll tell you after this. Should I tell you on this? I guess you could say whatever you want, but it was basically.
I mean, it's your podcast,
I don't work
man.
for no one. Basically, it was this. You know, Japanese porn gets real crazy.
I have heard tell of, yes.
Well, did you know that? Well, I don't know if it's true because I've never been to Japan, but
I'm like
apparently,
really scared about what I'm about to learn right
apparently
now.
they sell like women's panties in vending machines in Japan.
I mean, you like.
Did you know that?
To
Come on.
women?
No, to men. Used women's panties.
Oh, they're used. You left out that very pertinent piece
I know,
of
right? I just thought maybe you would know about it. It's such a crazy thing.
No. Well, have you seen Orange is the New Black? They like make a whole business out of mailing used panties.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Japanese do that in vending machines, like on the streets. You know? Isn't that crazy?
That is.
And then you already know about all their weird like anime porn.
Yeah.
Well, so there was one of those clips, those YouTube clips was like an Asian girl, and she had like chocolate on her face. She's doing like, oh, you know, and like puts her hands over her mouth. You know that gesture, like, oh.
Yeah.
And then there's like literally there's a guy with a chocolate bar like taped around his waist over his dick.
Oh no.
And then she like takes a bite of the chocolate bar and like laughs, and then it's like, enough internet for me today.
Yeah.
But there's just too much crazy stuff on there. Like, yeah. and sometimes you can't even. Like that video, I didn't go looking for that. It was on my Facebook feed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just.
Yeah. Sometimes it finds you. Weird finds you.
Right. So there's like the cool stuff. Like you could Google Beth Crowley and go check out some good songs, or you could Google Asian Japanese porn.
Yeah. Those are literally the only 2 options you have.
Those are the only 2 options that Google will give you. Yep. It's a new feature.
Beth Crowley or weird Asian porn. I know which one I'd pick, and it might not be the one you think.
Hey, play us another song that isn't about a book.
Okay.
Not because I don't like those songs, but because we're trying to get to know who you are. Like you're talking.
Totally.
This is a new Instagram podcast.
So this one, this is partially about a book, but it also is very much about like my tendency to kind of see people the way I want them. Yes. No. It's like I have this tendency to see people the way that I want them to be, and sometimes it's like really unrealistic. And so it's interesting, like with this one, I read this book and I was just like, oh my God, this is like completely speaks to me. So it was a lot based on me and then a little bit based on a book. So, but mostly me. I would say like 80% if I had to give it a percentage. So this is called My Version of You. I thought you could live up to. You drew a line between us and the sand. The tide came and washed it away. But God, it felt amazing when you held my hand, like you heard everything I wasn't brave enough to say. I put you on a pedestal, gave you so far to fall. I came to see that knowing you wasn't knowing you at all. So can we go back to when I thought you were perfect? I wanna believe in your mystery, 'cause you're the dream I had for so much of my life. Who will I become if I give you up? So even if it's not true, I saw you floating in a crystal sky, but you were always out of my reach. How come I never stopped to wonder why it was okay you didn't need me? Somewhere inside of me I think I know we're not the people that we were then. I watched you leave, but I can't let you go. In spite of everything, it doesn't feel like it's the end. My paper thin, arguments don't hold weight anymore. The paths we chose will never lead to the way things were before. So can we go back to when I thought you were perfect? I wanna believe in your mystery, 'cause you're the dream I had for so much of my life. Who will I become if I give you up? So even if it's not true, I want another moment with my version of you. Are a figment of my imagination. You are a being of my own creation. I wish you could exist no other way than this. So can we go back to when I thought you were perfect? I wanna believe in your mystery, 'cause you're the dream I had for so much of my life. Who will I become if I give you up? Can we go back to when I thought you were perfect? I wanna believe in your mystery, 'cause you're the dream I had for so much of my life. Who will I become if I give you up? So even if it's not true, I want another moment with my version of you.
Nice.
Thanks.
That chord at the end. Wait, what key are you in?
I'm in D.
Play that chord again.
Just some D chords, nothing fancy. I'm not a fancy piano player.
I like the D chord. I like it there.
It's a good key for me.
In that range.
I always come back to D major.
D major.
It's a good, yeah.
Do you ever write any in minor song in a minor key?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You just don't play them as much.
I think the last Warriors minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most popular.
Gone was minor. The second one I played.
Mm.
I try and mix it up.
Do you ever play one in a minor key and then end it in a major? Like just play the major chord of that key? It's great.
That's too much for me.
Why?
That's just very adventurous. I'm not great. I actually
That's like the oldest trick in the book that's been around for hundreds of years. They call it a Picardy third.
Yeah. I can do that a little bit better with instrumental. So sometimes I'll write instrumental pieces and go in between major and minor. But
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Wild.
Do you switch keys a bunch at all?
No.
You don't?
No.
Try it.
I should.
Yeah.
Usually I just have to have a thing that I set out to do with a song where I'm like, I'm going to do a key change in this song. But
the only reason I'm saying that is because oh my God. Like I said, your harmony is good. So I don't think you would have that much trouble switching up a key or something.
I should try it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. One sec. That doggy. What else is going on in Nashville? I've only been here half a year.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you can always. Have you been on Broadway?
Yes. It sucks.
It's
I like the little pubs around there. I like some food on the side.
It's great for people watching. If you want to just go and sit and
but
just
it's really
observe people.
it's really like oh my exes live in Texas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, whatever.
I mean, country music is not. I mean, I don't really drink beer, and I don't like trucks, and so that eliminates a lot of. But there are some good. There's this one country.
And old country is the best.
Oh yeah.
I never really heard Hank Williams songs before. A month ago, I started listening. Mm-hmm. And that first day, I heard 50 songs, literally, and all of them were different and extremely good.
Yeah.
What a songwriter.
Yeah.
You know?
And one of my favorite country artists right now, her name's Cam. And it's funny that when I first moved to Nashville, I saw her, we played the same open mic night.
Really?
And I remember being like, she's fantastic. And she had this one song called Burning House that was just so good. And I
famous?
just remember that. And so I started following her then, and I've watched as she,
Oh, really? That's
has
good
grown
for her.
and grown.
What's her name?
Cam. She just goes by Cam.
Cam? K-A-M?
C-A-M. And the song's called Burning House, and
That's
it's just,
cool.
it's gorgeous. So.
Nice. What do you think of Taylor Swift?
I thought 1989 was a really good album.
Oh, yeah. I like this. Wait, which one's that one?
This
past one? That's what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. I like this last one, dude.
Here's the thing this is what, bothers me, though, is I can't figure out, did she just get rid of her country accent? Did she,
What country accent?
Well, I mean, if you listen to her, country songs, our song is a slam screen. I mean, she definitely has a twang. So I'm trying to figure out if, that was not necessarily natural for her, or if she, trained it out of herself.
That's not necessarily... I think it's both. I don't think she was ever really that country. I think she was breaking into the country industry, and so she gave it that twang.
Yeah.
I think she just stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Because she realized that you don't need it, and that pop is bigger than country. Yeah. You know?
Don't say that. You're going to get in trouble around here for saying that.
It is, though. Yeah. I think everyone knows that.
Yeah.
I think... Well, country, and that's why they're making country all popish.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like about very contemporary country. I like even 10 years ago, I liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's exactly what Taylor Swift did.
Yeah.
She just kind of squirmed her way out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you don't need to sing like that. Think of when we were talking about the Beatles, or I was telling you earlier about Cock Motherfucker, the band, the Norwegian band.
Yeah.
You can hear their accent because I think they don't speak very much English, or they do, but it's definitely they probably speak another language way better. So you can hear that a little bit, But like the Beatles, you couldn't hear their English accent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is a very interesting thing that
and only country has that. Only country has that like sound where like it has to come out.
Yeah.
Not other genres. Or like rappers, when rappers sing, you don't hear them you don't hear like black people talk really black when they sing.
Yeah.
Like that just doesn't. So why do like country people? Why do they sound really country when they sing?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
I don't know.
Good musical question.
It is, because like that's very true that you can't a lot of times tell where somebody is from their singing voice because the accent.
Well, sometimes you can hear someone be like, "Oh, that person's black and they're white," or "That person's white and they're black."
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about music. It's supposed to transcend our expectations and our prejudices.
Yeah.
Right? It should transcend that.
Yeah.
That's what's great about music.
Totally.
But that whole country
the universal language.
Yeah. But I do like country music. I'm not like saying that I don't or trying to knock it or anything. I just don't understand where that came from.
Yeah, I mean, I like country music because a lot of like the best writing as far as lyrics is in country songs.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
That's what Attaboy was saying, my Indian friend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's something really cool. He was talking about how when he moved here, he had never heard country music. So he was blown away. Like the way I was talking about Indian music earlier.
Yeah.
That's how he felt about country music.
I mean, I can imagine that if you haven't heard it before.
Completely new, super different. His thing was that it's so fun. It's like, it's just so much fun. It's like everyone's just having fun, just drinking, telling stories.
Yeah.
So fun. And he's right.
I think I like the serious side of country better, though. I do.
Yeah? Like what?
Like, I don't know, just some of the more serious songs. Like some of the serious songs that Carrie Underwood's put out.
I think that Taylor Swift is still kind of country. But like, have you heard her acoustics? Like her live acoustic performances?
Like the ones she did at the Grammys?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Yes.
Dude.
She's gotten so much better live.
As a performer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like singing?
Oh, yeah. And that's how I know that she's still putting the work in there.
Oh,
like, they're still her songs.
Yeah.
And they are amazing live. They're better live. It was so great.
I always love it when you can see somebody that, like, you take away all of the, like, you know, electronics and stuff and just have them with an instrument and they can still bring it. It's awesome.
She definitely brings it.
Yes.
Dude, she's awesome. Like, what a performer. And that's exactly what I'm talking about her right now. It's because of the Grammys. Not like, are you talking about, like, the Grammys? Or are you talking about the video where it says her at the Grammy?
Yeah, it was like some Grammy event.
Well, where she's wearing all black?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was in January?
It was for, I think, the...
Was it for the Grammys?
It was the Grammy Foundation or something. I think it was for them, but it wasn't like at the Grammys. Who's ever listening,
look that up because she is fantastic.
Yeah.
Blank Space is fantastic, and they're all fantastic. The one that she did on the piano, my God.
Out of
just
Woods.
So beautiful. Oh yeah, and the and it's just such a cool phrase, and it keeps going, and I love that it turned into a chant. It's just those are great. Like I will give her all the props in the world for those performances alone.
Totally. Yeah, she's definitely gotten so much better.
We were talking about earlier on the way back from going to get some food or something, some errands. We were listening to music in the car, and the song "Stay up all night to get and up all night to get lucky," or whatever the song is. That song, you think that'll stand the test of Happy? That's what it's song called, right? You think it'll stand the test of time? Like, well, it was just like the beat. We were listening to the Bee Gees, and then we were listening to that song, and it was like the exact same thing, same groove, just recorded new with a different song, different melody on top. But it's like, the Bee Gees, whatever it is, 40 years later, still listening. You know what I mean?
I'm really curious. Like, I think about that a lot with kind of this, like, EDM stuff that's so popular right now. Like, I kind of wonder
are we going to go back 30 years later and be like, this is stupid? Is
that going to be how we feel about, like, 80s, like, really synthy stuff? Or, like, oh,
because we don't really go back to the 80s.
I mean, yeah.
The 80s was popular in the 80s. Yeah, sure, there's there's, like, Michael Jackson.
But, like, the super synthy, like, keyboard
but just, like,
stuff.
the 80s sound, you know?
So I kind of wonder if in like 15 years people will look back and
be like, what the hell is this? This is the Bee Gees, just like weird.
Tell you what will always stand the test of time, 90s music. 90s music is fantastic.
They went back to folk.
Yeah.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah.
Like everything became acoustic again, and it was the most popular thing to do. Like we're
Yeah.
talking about Jewel, like one of the biggest '90s stars. Joni Mitchell won a couple or 2 or 3 Grammys in the '90s.
Yeah.
Just I like the '90s.
Well, and even just like the grunge, like
The grunge movement.
it's funny that like
yeah.
now, like I was talking about this with my husband the other day, where a Counting Crows song came on.
Yeah, yeah.
And like back in the day, it was like, oh god, like, but you listen to it now and you're like, that was a solid song. Like,
Yeah, what song
even
was
the
it?
bad, I think it was Mr. Jones.
What a great song.
Mr.
Oh yeah.
Jones. Yeah, but like.
Oh yeah.
It was the
That-
kind of
we'll
the
go
kind
back
of
to that.
stuff, yeah.
If
The
there's
kind
ever,
of
like,
stuff
a
that you
90s hits,
thought,
yeah.
like that you thought was really cheesy in the '90s. Like
You
even
thought
the
that was
songs
cheesy?
that I mean at the time.
You're 2 years older than me. I was gonna say, because maybe I heard as a kid. And when I was a kid, I didn't have, those musical prejudices that occur for a moment in your life. Eventually, you get rid of them, which I'm sure you've gotten rid of them.
Yeah.
But for like when you're a teenager, you're like, oh, it has to be this music or it has to be that music because all your friends like it.
Yeah.
Something like that. I heard
mean,
that song when
yeah.
I was like 7, so I thought it was great. That
Yeah.
was the best thing ever.
I mean, it was funny that like the songs that I like listened to on the radio as a kid, where it's like, Third Eye Blind, where I like had no idea, singing like
Yeah.
"Wish You Would Step Back from That
Yeah,
Edge," and I was just
good
like, I
stuff.
had no idea, or like Sugar Ray. I mean,
Do you have the time? Yeah.
Or no, like Sugar Ray. I remember very distinctly in 5th grade just being like every morning, like the one time, but she's seeing if I can use it for the weekend or a one night stand.
And there was
like,
a lot of great hip hop in the '90s as well.
Oh, totally.
Dude, it's just I don't know what hip hop's doing right now. I don't like it right now.
I mean, I don't listen to a lot of. I think.
Like some of my I'm one of those people that wishes Tupac was alive still.
Yeah.
And would come
I mean,
back.
there are some conspiracy theorists that say that he is.
Well, I want to believe it.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not. I don't know.
No.
I just really want to believe it.
No.
I'm just tricking myself. That's all. It's some
You
of
mean
my favorite.
Kanye's not doing it for you?
Not doing it for me.
But Kanye loves Kanye. And
Cool.
Therefore, all of us should love Kanye.
Maybe.
No,
Some of us can.
I've never, like, unpopular opinion, I've never understood, like, the hype around Kanye.
The pop hip hop thing, I just don't. I like hip hop. I like '90s and before that.
Yeah.
And '80s hip hop, and we're big. Like we were talking on the last podcast. We were talking about a Tribe Called Quest. And we were talking about. Do you know who they are?
Quest?
Uh huh.
I'm sure I'd know.
Well, look up a Tribe Called Quest because they're fantastic. But literally, I'm the only reason I'm saying Tupac. I'm not blanketing all of hip hop under him. I'm just saying that it is some of my favorite music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll spend a month where all I listen to is different Tupac music, and he has a lot of music. Like he put a lot of work into it. He didn't waste any time, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Like, and then somewhere along the way, like the late '90s, it started turning kind of popish, and then even in the 2000s it was cool. Like it was cool with a lot, like with what Black Eyed Peas were doing, and just kind of poppy, kind of more groovy. But then it turned into, I don't know what it turned into.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Whatever it is now.
It's just like, well, like I like a lot of EDM music too, like house music. I like a lot. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that's good, but a lot of stuff I don't like. Like I like. There's some modern hip hop and some modern house music that I like.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not the right age.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe if I was 14, I'd be all over it.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't think so. Because when I was 14, I was listening to music from before.
Yeah, I mean, when I was 14, my favorite artist was Elton John, so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's not a bad musician.
Classic.
When I was 14, my favorite music was all over the place because I was downloading a lot of music.
Yeah. Back in the LimeWire days.
Right. We were talking about
Yeah.
LimeWire last week. Dude,
Yeah.
LimeWire was
What
shit.
yeah.
Dude, I have like I remember I got into like just getting everything of anything that had to do with somebody that I loved.
Yeah.
Like I have every Beatles record, and then I have every Beatles like actual record, like where they bounce it off, they spin the record and they bounce it off into recording. I have like all of those and just all sorts of stuff, and like stuff that I haven't even heard
Yeah.
because I have too much of it.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because it was like, you all of a sudden had like access to all this stuff.
Wild West sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the Wild West now though, with like the industry.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like
that's a whole other. I mean, like
conversation.
Yeah.
It's just everything's just changed.
Yeah.
And like we're trying to figure out what to do with it. We're trying to figure out how to pay our rent.
Yeah. Well, it's like easier now more than ever to be able to, you know, be an independent musician and actually be able to make
definitely
money.
Easier more than ever. But how are we gonna make that work?
I don't know.
You
Nobody knows.
You know what I was thinking though?
Yeah. What?
Well, I've been thinking about this. I'm doing this podcast, right? And every week I'm recording a new artist with original music. Today I'm doing 2, right? And eventually, and pretty soon, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff under my belt that I've recorded that is decent. All I have to do is cut it out, bounce it, and then have them come back and do some overdub some backups and do some more stuff if they want. You know, add some percussion, add some bass, whatever you want, or leave it as it is.
Yeah.
And basically put it out there as a record, like a record label.
Yeah.
Like this could be a record label.
Yeah.
You know, Music City Spotlight, and then just, but it would be run very differently.
Yeah.
It's more like run by the musicians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's basically like you guys could do whatever you want with them, and then like we put them on a little pen drive, and then everyone just splits it evenly. You know? What do you think of that idea? Would you do that?
Cool.
Like if I took one of your songs,
Yeah. The like.
come back and
What like the
polish it up
the
already?
Music City Spotlight compilation.
Something
Volume
like that.
1.
But that's basically a record label, right? It's just
Yeah.
musicians come over, you record something, you put it out as a product.
Yeah.
But it's just such a new thing. Like people would have killed for that in the 80s. Like would have dreamt of that kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, you can just anybody just go over. It's so easy. It's free.
I mean, like,
Everyone gets the content for free anyways. So that's why I was saying like we cut them out and then kind of polish them up a little bit, turn them into tracks.
Yeah.
But I like that the base of it would be just a live acoustic performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Because I don't like edits. I don't want edits. I want things to be real.
Yeah.
I want the musicians.
To know if a person can actually sing.
It's not just that. It's just that it sounds better to me. That's nice too, but it sounds better when you're singing and playing.
Yeah.
And everything's more in sync.
Yeah.
In the right way. I don't know. Play us another song. I'm babbling.
How many
babbling.
more do you want me to do?
Play us one more.
All right.
You want.
Finale.
If
So
you
this
want.
is
This is Warrior.
This is Warrior.
Okay.
So.
And then, just so everyone knows, we could get all your stuff. Well, let's say it after. Play a song.
Okay. You fascinated me, cloaked in shadows and secrecy. The beauty of a broken angel. I ventured carefully, afraid of what you thought I'd be. But pretty still not was entangled. You take me by the hand. I question who I am. Teach me how to fight, I'll show you how to win. You're my mortal flaw, and I'm your fatal sin. Let me feel the sting, the pain, the burn under my skin. Put me to the test, I'll prove that I am strong. Won't let myself believe that what we feel is wrong. And finally see what you knew was inside me all along. And that behind this soft exterior lies a warrior. My memory refused to separate the lies from truth and search the past my mind created. I kept on pushing through, standing resolute with you. In equal measure, loved and hated. honest, I'll prove that I am strong. Won't let myself believe that what we feel is wrong. I finally see what you knew was inside me all along. And that behind this soft exterior lies a warrior. Pictures come to life, wake in the dead of night. Open my eyes, I must be dreaming. Clutch my pillow tight, brace myself for the fight. I've heard that seeing is believing.
You have a really good voice.
Thanks. Thanks. So yeah, so that's been kind of the one that started it.
That one helped you a bunch, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. You know, it's good to hear. I like hearing about people doing something successfully.
Yeah.
You are. I mean, and you're getting better, right? You still writing a bunch of songs?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, if you're not getting
How
better,
old is
you're
that
not
song?
doing it right. That one is a couple years old. I think 2013.
Okay.
So you know, I mean, you gotta keep finding ways.
It's
To,
3 years old now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We're already like super
Sorry.
far into 2016.
Get another one going.
I know. But I mean that's also the cool thing about like not, you know, being hugely popular is that like it's brand new to people like even now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like that's the great thing is like I'll have people comment and say like I just heard this for the first time, like I'm really excited about
Really?
it. And so
Cool.
like that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's new to them. It's new to somebody. It's 5:00 somewhere.
Yes. It's 5 o'clock here now.
Is it?
That's why I'm drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
We could find you on iTunes.
Yeah.
Under Porcelain.
Porcelain Heart.
Porcelain Heart.
It's really just Beth Crowley. I've got like singles and an
Beth
EP.
Crow. How do you spell your last name?
Crowley.
Beth Crowley.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube.
Well, check it out. And you got any you can do
Everywhere.
any gigs around here or anything?
Nothing coming up right now.
But what is coming up is that we're gonna set you up with a different mic situation, and
Yeah.
the next video that you do, not the next video that you do, but soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that, and then we'll improve that quality.
Yeah.
And bump that 25 up to 100.
That sounds great.
Thanks.
Thanks.